So Kevin, first of all, how did you get roped into being this year's Grand Marshal?
I was just asked, the society asked me to do it, and I know that Brian Cox had done it and Sean Connery, and I thought, well, it's good company to be in, and I'm proud to be Scottish, very proud to be Scottish. So I felt it was a no-brainer, really. The hard thing was actually being able to make it here in time, because I'm working on Grey's Anatomy at the moment, and I'm filming all the time, so I had to get the overnight flight last night. But I'm delighted, I'm really excited to be doing it,
And obviously you've had to get kitted out for the occasion. Are you a regular kilt wearer?
No, I wouldn't say regular, definitely for special occasions, it's nice. I like wearing the kilt. It gets a bit itchy when you're at wedding dances, I find. But I do like wearing the kilt. It's always it feels like a special occasion when you put the kilt on for me. I should probably wear it more often, to be honest. Maybe wear it around the house and all that,
We talk about Tartan Day as being Scotland's big day in America, and the parade is probably the centrepiece of that. But as somebody who lives here much of the time, what is the perception of Scotland in the United States?
I think my life, I think definitely being Scottish has made my life easier. It seems to open doors over here, I think Americans sort of think we're kind of exotic people, which makes a change from being back home, And also there's a lot of Americans have, a lot of deep sort of Scottish ancestry, and they're really proud of it, a lot of Americans, There's that sort of Celtic tradition that Americans really hold dear, Irish and Scottish. It makes your life easier, I think, when you break out a Scottish accent. Everybody thinks it's really, brilliant and adorable, but 9 times out of 10 you speak to anyone here and they're like, my aunt, or my great-great-grandfather's from there and blah, 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 and I've always wanted to go. And so I think the perception is a real warmth and a real sort of, love for Scottish people, So it's made me feel very at home, even though I get homesick for Scotland all the time. It makes it easier because people kind of like you as a Scotsman,
And do you think we make the most of our opportunities here, given those historical connections and the affection that many here have for Scotland?
I think so. I think we make the best of it. I think Scottish people, are historically really adventurous. We're always kind of going off and getting out and seeing what's out there and seeing what we can do. So yeah, I think we make the most of it. I still can't believe that I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm just a chuchter from Elgin, really, and I'm doing all this acting and I'm directing now, and I'm living in Hollywood, and still it seems bizarre to me. But I think that is part of the Scottish adventurous spirit. I think that's what Scottish people do quite well, and I think Scottish people can generally fit in anywhere. I think that's one of the things about Scottish folk that makes life good for us abroad, is that you can kind of get on with most folk.
People know you from your films, but obviously Grey's Anatomy is a big hit, and I saw you tweeting the other day a top secret script. Is it about to get particularly exciting?
Oh yes, it's almost a finale, and Grey's Anatomy always they pull out all the stops in their finales. Something big happens, and something definitely big happens in this finale. So we weren't even allowed to take the script home with us. We had to read it and then hand it straight back to the PAs. So nothing gets leaked. So I can't say much about it other than it's going to be really exciting. It's going to be a fantastic finale to the show. I mean, it's been being on Grey's Anatomy is and has been the most amazing thing for me. I mean, I didn't really realise how big a hit show it was when I joined it, and then you suddenly get swept up in this wave of the kind of fandom of that show, and it's become this sort of global phenomenon. I mean, I've been to Mozambique and the Middle East and all over the world. People are watching Grey's Anatomy, which you don't quite realise when you're stuck in a dark studio somewhere in Los Feliz making the show, that it's having that big a reach.
It's all right for a chuchter from Elgin, eh?
Exactly.
Let me ask you a little bit more about back home. We've got the debate on independence ahead of the referendum. Sorry not to get a vote in that?
I am sorry not to get a vote in it, because I'm not resident, and that's unfortunate, because I'd like to place my vote. I don't know if there's a way around it. I need to look into it. I'm going to look into it before it comes, but I'm pretty sure that I think you have to be resident in Scotland to do it. So I'll be very interested to see what the turnout is and see what the outcome is, And you know, I can see both sides of the argument, but I do think, you know, Scottish people are pretty good at moving forward, you know, and so I think in that spirit, I think it's probably interesting to see where it can go, you know. I think a lot of people think, oh, we're all going to fall flat on our face if we do this, and I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think Scottish people, no matter which way it goes, we've proven that we have a survivor spirit. So, you know, I trust in that, you know.
And at this stage, would you be an undecided, or do you know what you would do if you had a vote?
I'd probably vote yes.
What is it that drives you to that conclusion?
I just, again, like I said, and it's not a political thing. It's just, you know, my love for Scotland and my sense of what Scotland is and what it's done for me and the way I think about life, you know, has always been about seeing what's, you know, beyond the horizon, you know, and seeing what's over around the next corner, instead of just staying put and making do with what's here. So just in that spirit, the spirit of that kind of adventurousness, that's why I'd say yes to it, because, as I say, I don't think, you know, we're too feisty a people to let things turn bad if we went and tried it. So, you know, I think it'll be an interesting new period for Scotland, and why not, you know, why not try at least, and then see what happens then, you know. I mean, life's just about moving forward, I think, you know. I think for those reasons, if I could vote, I'd vote yes.
Today you are literally on the march along 6th Avenue. What are your official duties? What does this involve? Just a bit of walking?
A wave and smile, and I emanate Scottishness. That's what I've been told. So I'm like, I'm going to wave and I'm going to smile, and you know, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be really fun. It's just brilliant to hear all the pipes and, you know, and be part of it and see so many kilts. I mean, there's never been this many kilts. I've never seen this many kilts in my life, you know, let alone in Manhattan, which seems like quite an incongruous place for it to be.